Hello and welcome to all of my beautiful, vibrant hearts and ephemeral souls who are Sagittarius suns, have big Sagittarius placements, or are, words, you guys, cross watchers for Sagittarius. Wow, sorry about that. Welcome to your month ahead messages. This is going to be looking at the month of July 2024. If you guys are interested in love messages, I have a separate tier on my Patreon that does just that. They are monthly zodiac love messages, access to all the readings for all signs, as well as I do at least one random reading every month where I roll the dice to figure out which zodiac pairing we're talking about and do a reading on that connection. So last month, for example, it was Gemini and Cancer, which I thought was really appropriate, depending, considering the time of year we're in. So really, really cool stuff. Yeah, it's a fun time. Feel free to check that out. And I do also offer personals. The link to book with me is also down below. So with that, let's get into it and find out what your month ahead holds, my sweet, sweet Sagittarian friends. I don't know why I want to do this like sigh of relief for you guys. It feels like something's going to pay off for you guys. I've been channeling a lot of Sagittarius energy lately. So it feels like something is finally paying off. It's not that. I almost picked a card and I'm like, that's actually not it. Some of you guys I'm hearing the phrase different amount. So there might be something where you're moving forward, but you either have to put in like less effort than you thought, or maybe you have to invest more in one area than the other. It's like you're onto something, right? Whatever's got your attention is like you're on it, right? But there's like some type of amount of effort or thought, or it feels like effort predominantly, if I'm being honest, possibly resources that just needs to be adjusted. Solar plexus chakra came out and it was initially reversed. I don't usually read oracle cards reversed unless the deck is designed like that. We have earth at the bottom. So for a lot of you guys, there's a certain amount of, it's the question of effort, and because the solar plexus is our, excuse me, our energy center that directs our will, our action-oriented energy, stuff like that, our divine masculine energy within us. So a lot of you guys are trying to ground and manifest something, and again, there's like an adjustment of effort. For some, it means like reallocating your efforts, and for others, it means scaling back, like you don't have to work as hard, or it's like you've already put in a lot of work, and for some, there's like a shift in like focus or target, and it's like once you shift your focus to get into greater alignment, just takes off. So let's see what we got. Emergence. Oh, I already love this. This is nice. The frequency of emergence invites us to approach our reality with a childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment, and to watch and celebrate the beauty that unfolds from that place. Okay, this is a really specific message, but you'll know if it applies. A lot of you guys have been trying to manifest, trying to do things the way other people do them, and specifically picking up almost like emulating Capricorn energy, but you guys are Sagittarius, right? And what I mean by that is a lot of you guys have been trying to put in effort and work in a way that is steady. Fastidious is a word I'm getting, detail-oriented, and that's a good thing, right? That's not a bad thing. But there's something about the way you're putting in your effort, and we'll pull tarot momentarily, that is, it's like once you adjust it to get in greater alignment with yourself, and like your higher self. Sorry, I can't get my bangs to do what I want them to. That's okay. They're new, but all right, that's all right. I give up, you guys. Once you kind of get into that appropriate alignment, things are just going to really take off for you. A lot of you guys, I feel like you've almost been putting in, again, too much effort somewhere, or putting it in to like the wrong focus, right? Because I think we have a kind of like a cultural mentality of you have to like be a workaholic, you have to burn yourself out to get something. So a lot of you guys, you may have been on a journey that really required consistent effort, and there were lessons to be learned. There were rewards to be reaped within that process. But you have reaped the rewards from that cycle, and it's kind of like now you're getting ready to move into something different. It feels very exciting. So let's pull some cards and get a better idea of what this is going to be talking about. So this is a month where with emergence, as you shift your focus, I feel like something is gonna like kind of emerge for you rather quickly. Yeah, Hanged Man, this feels like a shift in perspective. For some, it's like you're taking a break, and you might be shocked to find that like maybe you have like a vacation scheduled, or you just end up kind of needing some extra downtime. You might be shocked to find that things move forward for you. What is this card? It's getting my attention. Yep, King of Pentacles. Very likely having to do with work, finances, your stability. Things move forward for you when you take a break. This might be kind of a, rest is productive type energy. This one hair is driving me nuts. Sorry, guys. Don't mind me while I try to fix it. But like a rest is productive type energy. This might be something where it's like balancing work and play. This also could be something where it's a call to tend to yourself equally to the amount of effort and work you put in elsewhere, right? Fill your own cup first, right? We can't pour from an empty cup. I mean, we can, it's just won't make much of a splash. So let's see what you get. The Three of Pentacles. Yeah, for a lot of you, this is about work. For many of you, this is about work. And for some, it's also a matter of finding your sacred calling, right? Wanting to get in alignment with something that you want to build. So the effort, the work, the drive is there. But the reason why it's not coming together is because you're not aligned with something that you really want for the long term. So let's see. The Six of Wands. Oh, I love this. This is already a beautiful energy. The Five of Wands. Okay. And Death. You know what I feel like? I wanted to show you guys the placement of these cards. They came out like this. See how we have all this energy? And then Death is moving the other direction. For some, the shift in perspective, because we have that Hangman. The Hangman always gives way to the Death card, right? That shift in perspective either way is yielding a really big change. For some, the shift in perspective is about where you, like I said, want to put your efforts, particularly in a work context. Some of you are kind of like running this rat race in the hopes of getting recognized, in the hopes of being, coming out on top, being the one that is, that gets the job in the end, that gets the promotion, the one that gets that recognition, starts moving up. And there's kind of this realization of, why am I working so hard for something that I don't even feel like is in alignment with me? For others, you're getting this like epiphany where it's like, and I think this is, you've been working up to this, where whatever you've been putting your effort into, you're like, I don't think this is for me, right? The Three of Pentacles is work energy, but it's also like spiritual partnership, and it's spiritual partnership that has longevity because we're brought together by common goals, values, a shared vision for the future. That's what brings the people on the Three of Pentacles together. That's what keeps them together. It's not just that they like each other as people. It's that they have a common mission, right? They want to build the same things in life. They want to be the same kinds of people. They want to invest in themselves and their future in a similar fashion. That's what keeps them together so long, right? They're already kind of traveling parallel paths, so they decide, why not walk together, right? And for a lot of you, you're having this kind of recognition about what that means for you, what that entails. It's kind of like, why am I putting all my effort into something that I actually don't see really panning out in the long term? Or like, why am I fighting so hard for a scrap of recognition when there's a different opportunity that we would work well together? For a small number of you, this could have to do with a relationship. I'm really not picking that up super heavily. But I will say it, right? You could have a lot of options here with the Five of Wands. You could feel like you're in competition for someone. And again, wanting to come out on top, wanting to be victorious, right? And see how in this placement, they're facing the Five of Wands. So it's like going into battle with this recognition, this like death grip on like, I'm going to be the one that comes out, the winner here. But there's a recognition of, why am I doing this? Why is this even how I want to do things? Is this even what I want to put my effort into? How does this make me feel about myself? These really big questions. And these are going to give way for something, I feel like, much more, I want to say the word amicable, much more amicable to take its place, but much more in alignment to emerge. So I want to clarify this Death card. Some of you, you're getting an aha moment about a change that you need to make. And once you start making that change, the energy starts to flow much better. Three of Cups. For some, this is about the company you keep. I didn't want to assume this with the Three of Pentacles, but because we now have the Three of Cups, we currently have Saturn transiting Pisces, and it will be transiting Pisces until February 2026. And one of the things, Saturn pushes us to take responsibility for things. And with it transiting through Pisces, one of the things that this transit means is that we're pushed to take responsibility for our higher spirituality, our spiritual calling, and our spiritual service. And as a result of that, throughout the duration of this transit, I have seen, and I am continuing to see, people feeling the need and the call to connect with their higher vibrational selves, right? Their higher selves, their calling, their spirituality, and how they utilize that to be of service to the collective, right? Or if they don't, how they can start to do that. And one of the things I've seen ever since this transit started is the Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles show up together. This is spiritual partnership, right? Kindred spirits, that you just like each other. But it's about the enjoyment of the moment, and there's not really any guaranteed longevity. This is where you have similar values and goals. It's not just that you like each other, it's that you want to build the same thing. And so as many of us are called to what we feel we need to be doing in this lifetime, or wanting to be of service to the collective, wanting to align with our higher sense of morals and values, we naturally are going to be gravitating toward others who have a similar path, who have a shared vision, and away from others, even if we care about them, that are not in the same place anymore. This is also kind of a way of thinking about this, is many of us are moving from the karmic path to the dharmic path. If you guys want to know more about that, let me know. I'll make a separate video about it, because I could talk about it a lot. But this might be something that you're experiencing, right? There might be something where it's like, I, have people in my life that I love dearly, but do they want the same things? Are we really aligned, right? Are these friends really helping me? Is this relationship really serving me? For some, you've been fighting very hard to come into reconciliation with somebody. It's kind of like, do I even want that? Is that even really like getting me to where I want to be, where I need to be? Does this suit who I truly am? So clarifying death, yep. We have the Six of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, there you are. Aries, Leo, Sag. And the King of Pentacles. Okay, so whenever I see the King and Queen of Wands and Pentacles combined, whether it's King of Wands, Queen of Pence, King of Pence, Queen of Wands, this is an entrepreneur to me, right? This is somebody who gets, in this particular iteration, gets creative inspiration, is very magnetic, very likable, can attract their desires to them, and then takes the necessary action to call that in. This goes back to what we were talking about as well in the beginning with a balance. Many of you have been doing the legwork to create more stability, create better routines for yourself, get a handle on those parts of your life that maybe were a little chaotic before. Some of you may have been on the path to create, like I said, more stability and deal with the things that were distractions for you. Because you have done that, it's now time to bring this back into balance. So it's now time to incorporate more of your, I'm hearing authenticity, but creativity, more of your kind of acting on instinct instead of having a set solid plan. More of your magic, right? For some, this is also going to be working in a position where, or putting yourself in a position where you are seen. You are putting yourself out to an audience. Some of you, this is like you're applying for, you finally decide to leave a job and you're applying and people are like gravitating toward you. You're balancing out these two energies within yourself, and there's equal give and take. I also feel like too, some of you, this kind of death is that you're going through this realization of wanting to be in situations that are reciprocal for you or that balance you out. It's kind of saying, okay, I know that, I tend to be like XYZ, so I'm going to work on cultivating these other traits within myself, but I benefit from somebody who is different than me. There's also a balance here of spirit and matter. So again, being able to be spiritual and pull down that inspiration, that creativity, while also being able to ground it with practical action. You may have been kind of connected a lot with this Three of Cups with people who are kind of just about the fun, just about the, enjoying the moment, and that has its place in time, but who couldn't be serious. And this feels like because you're moving into this period where you have been working on this balance within yourself, you're attracting more people, situations, and opportunities that will continue to help you build that balance in your own life, and that will mirror that balance back to you. So this is what I have for you guys for right now. I'm wishing you a safe, happy, healthy month ahead. Thank you so much for being here. You'll have to let me know in the comments how this ends up panning out. But yeah, I'm wishing you good things. Take care, my friends.